Hello everyone and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I'm doing a reading for the beautiful sign of Aquarius for the month of July 2021. I hope all my Aquarius friends are doing great out there. As you know, this is a general reading, so there will be some parts that do not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do resonate and leave the rest behind. You may also want to check out your other signs as well. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today, dear Aquarius. In the past position, we have the Ten of Swords, clarified by the Ten of Wands. In the obstacle position, we have Judgment, clarified by the Seven of Cups. In the present position, we have the Five of Wands, clarified by the Six of Cups. And in the future outcome position, we do have the Seven of Pentacles, clarified by the Ace of Wands. In the past position, we have the Ten of Swords. This is a heavy card. This is a difficult card because it's very low vibrational. This card is sometimes referred to as death by 1,000 cuts. You know, it's not enough that there's one sword in this person's back. There's whole 10 of them. This card is definitely very much about having loss, some sort of a deception happening around you, a little bit of betrayal as well. Definitely very low vibrational energy by someone that is close to you, someone that is present in your everyday life. But the good thing about the Ten of Swords is that, you know, it is in the past position. The worst is over. You have successfully overcome that storm. And you're moving forward, although the pain is still lingering. You know, you do want to make sure to do everything in your power to put that behind you. The Ten of Swords here is clarified by the Ten of Wands, which is a card of burden. We usually get this card when we feel like we have too much responsibility on our shoulders, like we are just carrying the world. We have to do everything at home, we have to do everything in school or at work, and we just, you know, have so many people that are depending on us, and we just have to, you know, keep carrying it no matter what type of toll it's taking on us and our bodies and our emotional health. Definitely it's a heavy combination, but like I mentioned before, I'm glad that it is in the past position because the burden is off your shoulders. You no longer have to carry the world on your shoulders, so you're going to feel a lot of relief in the month of July, and the month of August is going to be absolutely amazing for you. But the month of July, you're definitely going to feel, you know, a lot of pressure and that intensity, you know, leaving you. You're going to start feeling emotionally happier, a little bit more at peace, like you're getting some healing done. You're not going to be quite there, but you're definitely going to start feeling a lot better when it comes to that emotional intensity, if you will. Now, in the obstacle position, we have the Judgment card. I'm not really super happy having Judgment in that obstacle position because Judgment is a major arcana card, and when it appears as a challenge, it definitely suggests that there may be some loose end that is continuing to follow you. It could be that there is a lesson you are still not learning. There's something that you still haven't sort of learned, and it's kind of preventing you from moving forward closer to your goals and your dreams. Definitely there's some sort of a something from the past that may be holding you back a little bit. You want to make sure that you release all those energy blockages. Energy blockages come from emotions that we don't want to deal with, that make us feel uncomfortable. Sometimes that is anger, other times it's shame or guilt or regret, you know. So it's important to do that shadow work. It's important to release, you know, and acknowledge and incorporate into yourself all the negative emotions so that you kind of reconcile everything and, you know, create that neutral energy and then high vibrational energy. Sometimes when we have the Judgment in the challenging position, it could mean that we are kind of getting in our own way, like we are creating, digging a deeper hole, if you will. So sometimes it's important to just get out of your own way, and you will see a lot of progress kind of start happening. That includes adopting a new perspective. Try looking at the same thing with a completely fresh perspective. And I know that takes some creativity, and I know that takes some adjustments, but if you try hard enough, you're definitely going to be able to do it, and that will help you a different vantage point, and as a result, you can, kind of allow yourself to have a wider view, which definitely always helps in moving forward. Now, the judgment here is clarified by the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is widely known to be a card that corresponds to your organizational techniques. So definitely when you have the Seven of Cups in the challenging position, it could mean that there are many different choices in front of you and you're not really sure which to take. In that event, choices become a little bit of a liability, because then you're kind of standing there trying to figure out which option is best for you, and so that precious time that you could be using to be productive and moving in the direction of your goals and dreams, you're kind of allowing to spend on that confusion, if you will. The Seven of Cups is definitely poor. It's a card that kind of relates to poor time management. It is important to kind of remember that only very few choices are completely right for you, so sticking to those will make things move much faster. Now, in the present position, we have the Five of Wands, which is a card of verbal disagreements, people kind of standing around shouting at each other. There's definitely a little bit of conflict that is going to be going on within perhaps your family, because the Six of Cups is often looked upon as a card of family or loved ones or friends that are very, very close. But definitely there is some sort of an opposition to perhaps what you're trying to do that's coming from your closest circle, and if you're not experiencing it, then it's going to be making itself known as we get deeper into July. It's important when you have the Five of Wands to adjust your expectations a little bit, as well as adjust other people's expectations, so that gives you a possibility to kind of meet halfway, and as a result have like a some sort of a compromise, if you will. But definitely you want to make sure to be aware that some of your expectations for the month of July and even longer may be a little bit delayed, so you want to lower those a little bit, specifically for the month of July. And that is primarily affected by the Neptune retrograde time period that we're in. I believe Neptune went into retrograde June 25th, and it's going to stay there through December. And of course, that is going to make things a little bit murky. You're not going to have that much clarity. You're going to have to rely on your other senses. Sometimes we can't see with our eyes, especially like when it's nighttime. Vision is not very useful, so we rely on our senses that are like touching or hearing or smelling or what have you. But it's important to kind of allow your inner voice to guide you throughout the month of July. Allow your intuition to guide you through the month of July, but make sure not to be overly open in the month of July. You want to keep your cards close to your chest. Don't share too much. Don't share too much of your plans. Don't share too much of your thoughts. Kind of allow this murky time to sort itself out before you announce something or make some of your plans well known, just so that you can protect some of that energy that will allow you to be very successful. Now, in the future outcome position, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and that is really great because the Seven of Pentacles is all about making investments. You are in a position to make investments. You have enough resources to invest, and so towards the end of July, you're going to be trying to figure out what is important to you in into what do you want to invest. Do you want to invest time and energy into a specific relationship to make it better? Do you want to invest time and energy in a specific project, to make it grow and be more successful? Do you want to invest time and energy into reading a book or studying a course or doing, I don't know, relocating or researching places to move? You are thinking about investing your resources into something that is truly important for you. Now, the Seven of Pentacles here is clarified by the Ace of Wands. So you're following your heart and you're following your passion, because wands are represented by fire, and fire is passion, fire is creativity. So you're definitely going to have that drive and that energy when it comes to the end of July, and thinking what steps you want to take next, and thinking how you can invest so that down the road you can tend to your seeds and reap a lot of rewards as a result. Let's see what we can clarify with the two energy oracle cards that I pulled. And we have Door to Value and Healer of the Ages. Very, very, both of these cards are just so right on the money for this reading. Yes, you're going to have lots of opportunities. Your financial stability is increasing. You're going to feel a lot better very fast. Aquariuses are extremely smart. They're able to see opportunities. They're able to take advantage of them. They have, a lot of originality when it comes to their approach. I mean, Aquariuses are just a joy to be around. And the divine here is rewarding you. I mean, clearly this door to value is an important opportunity for you to make the most of it. So make sure to be aware, make sure to keep your eyes open in the month of July. And of course, Healer of the Ages. You definitely need that healing energy in the month of July. You want to make sure to meditate. You want to make sure to drink plenty of water. You want to make sure to ground yourself. I always mention those things because meditation is important. It allows you to observe your thoughts, and the longer you do it, the more powerful you grow in your observation. And once you reach a certain level of power when it comes to observing your thoughts, not influencing them, not manipulating them, not telling yourself don't think that, because that creates resistance. But when you just allow your thoughts to be and you're just watching them, the longer you do it, the more powerful you grow, and the more you're able to have control and not react to every emotion that happens in your body. Once you realize that, there's so much power, because a lot of emotions are driven by your ego. Ego enjoys hating something, right? Ego enjoys feeling resentful. Ego has those low vibrational energies, and it's important to have the ability to control your emotions so that ego doesn't always have a say. That's when you're truly, successful and free and powerful. And, it's very important to meditate because it helps you achieve the vibration that you want to achieve. Now, I always mention drinking water because water is seen as life, right? Because it represents life. You cannot have life without water. Our bodies are 70% water. We are very much in need of water on a daily basis. But one thing that we forget is water has emotions. So if you pour some water into a cup and tell that cup full of water, I love you, then that water is energized with that emotion. And, you can drink it and then be energized with that vibration as well. So there are many different ways to use water to create manifestations into your life. So that is also important to remember. And the last thing is grounding yourself. Grounding yourself and staying in your own frame is crucially important. This type of energy, the swords energy, we are in our head. We're thinking and analyzing, but if you will allow the energy to go from your head through your chest and down into your stomach, that is how you ground yourself, right? By focusing on your solar plexus, you ground yourself and you stay in your frame. The longer you're able to stay in your frame, the more you're able to have control again over how your vibration goes. So it's important to ground yourself. And there's many different, things that you can read and learn about that, that I also think is very helpful. Let's see what two mystical wisdom cards we have. And we've got Face Your Fears, or Release the Power of Fear, and Angel of Miracles. Open your heart, expect a miracle. I absolutely love it. Facing your fears is really truly important, because as soon as you deal with uncomfortable emotions, as soon as you deal with things that create discomfort, then you're able to grow stronger, you're able to grow more powerful. The divine appreciates that work, because when you're facing your fears, you're working with your limitations, you're working with your boundaries, you're learning more about yourself, you're appreciating more about yourself, and the more you discover, the more you realize how amazing and unique you truly are. And so that is what the universe is trying to get you to do, by giving you the Face Your Fears card. And of course, always, always, always be on a lookout for miracles. The universe has a mysterious way of working things out. Just when you think, there's nothing good to expect, there's an unexpected miracle or event that happens that lifts all of our spirits. So definitely have that belief system, have that faith in yourself, faith in people around you, faith in that you're going to get to where you're meant to be. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Aquarius. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Also, please don't forget to check me out on Instagram. Again, thank you so much for visiting, and I will see you next time.